Oh God. The police just shot him for no apparent reason. No reason at all. They asked for license and registration. That's the police officer over there that did it. With the black on. I can't really do shit because they got me handcuffed. I can't believe they just did this. I'm fucking
against drug dealers. If they Muslim, if they Christian, if they atheist, if they Buddhist, if that's not black men, guess what? I'm gonna say something about it. Because you know what? Just like you ain't gonna like your brother said, it ain't gonna happen. Guess what? I'm not letting nobody sell me drugs without me saying that. I'm not gonna do it.
Trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man trying to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. You handed no watch rope. Now I'm setting fire in the fan views for this guitar smoke. Rebel with no goals, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad nigga habit, that's a hereditary from depression. But like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good record. Sometimes the follow but is a soldier, trying to find a good ship. Just when you in hell, how did you excel? When you the breath of life comes, leave a fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pains. Something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord? Got a tongue like a two-edged sword, with a style that they might just record. The only thing equal is the curse for the wicked and the righteous reward. Have mercy on the many don't see it, separated from the tares. Now on my prayers, it is so big. A rebel takes the world by word of mouth. UBK, we the rebels that you heard about. Yeah, and it ain't on shop till 100 virgins in the house and I'm handing verdicts out. Yeah, right, you ain't heard a clout without a shadow of a doubt. These devils hitting licks off us. Fuck the bank, I'm about to show the pocket, take it off us. Can't sleep talkers, cannot stop. Cause I know the feds watch us. I tell the people that they church full of rich doctors. Put us in prison and stop violence. Meanwhile, you be turn the rebels into rock wallets. And leave for mighty men. And now I understand things that never truly made sense. Like my pride that just threw the roof for a criminal. Knowing he ain't innocent, it's fucked up. But my boot shot, hidden between two priests, about to blaze on their hands, call it tough love. Look out for niggas just love, and wouldn't touch a white bitch with OJ's black love. Father, forgive me for my error. I'm forever like the truth family and all that. Rebels without a cause. Man, you know, you do your time and taking them out and training that hand-to-hand combat. Rebels without a cause. It's the reason I'm alive. Thank God for this truth that's for a long time. It's a rebels without a cause. You can have whoopers. We're already dead. We're already beaten down. We've been beaten down for 400 years. We already got the wounds inside and outside our body. How you gonna hurt us? You cannot threaten us. You cannot frighten us. We live in the most frightening places, under the most frightening conditions. We are immune to fear. We are immune to harm. You see what I'm saying? You have stepped into a cesspool. You're the only one gonna get infected.
All right. Chill out, Israel. Now, another episode of Sharpen the Sword Radio, man, going down, you understand, under Commander Juliana of the ISUPK. And y'all already know that we are not affiliated with no other Hebrew Israelite group on the planet Earth. All right?
Has joined.
All right. And all phones on mute for me on the line. Put your phone on mute for me on the line. All right, Thwa. Okay. Even though we're not affiliated with no other Hebrew Israelite group on the planet Earth, Commander General Hanna has ordered all camps, and this is every year, all throughout the year. You understand? To come together. All right, and come together at this year's Passover, the 51st Passover. You understand? The Lord's official Passover going down up in New York, April 9th. You understand? At the Westchester Arena. You understand? So make sure you call your nearest camp, get the information, and get there and come and join your people. It's time to bring the nation of Israel all the way back together. Not some, not a few, but all the way. You understand? As if you can't see what's going on with this nation. Okay? We absolutely need to be coming together. All right? So make sure y'all there. Um, and then, of course, we got the Sharpen the Sword Radio every Sunday going down from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. All right, every single Sunday. You can catch us on the line. The call-in information is 712-832-8330, and the access code is 910-1409. So if you got any questions, any comments, you could take your phone off of mute and say Salakia or excuse me. Or we have a text line where you can text the questions if you don't want to be live over the line with your questions. Then you can text them to 314-393-0430. All right. And then, not to mention, uh, Commander Junior Hanna is feeding the community in St. Louis, man. This is every first and last Friday of each month for 1 to 3 p.m. right here in our school at 5261 Delmar Boulevard in Suite 8. You understand? Come and get that good food, man. If anybody, if you in need or if anybody you know, you understand, needs some food, send them our way. If they need any clothes, so we got clothes for them too. You understand? You can send them our way. And it's all free. All right, it's all free. Um, then our upcoming community dinner. We haven't scheduled a date yet, but so far we've had 2 glorious events, man. Fed a lot of people. You understand? Commander Junior Hanna is feeding the nation. All right, and guess what? Unlike your preacher, he ain't got to do nothing strange for no change or for no plate of food. You understand? All you got to do is just come and get it. You understand? But you go to them preachers, go to them churches, you're going to be twerking for what you get. You understand? You're going to have to do something for that preacher to give you anything. All right? That's because they are slimy, man. And they are not prophets of God. They are not the leaders of the flock. You understand? The shepherds of the sheep. You understand? Those people are what they like to say wolves in sheep's clothing. You understand? That's what they are. Okay? And they pray over our nation. They're getting all the money out of our sisters' purse. The Christian church is made up of over, I believe it's 86% black women. Black women go to church. Okay?
That's because it's soft, it's gay. You understand? It's sweet. You know, all the nice music, flowers everywhere, the little green. They still got the green and the red and the pink carpet in the church. You know what I'm saying? They got the funny looking colored carpets in the church. They got the choir, the big old funny robes that swing everywhere where y'all dancing and performing. It's a show, man. It's a circus act. You understand? And black women love that goddamn circus. And they go to that circus every damn Sunday. And guess what? Are not fulfilled in their life what they claim. You understand? They claim they go for fulfillment, you know, and they're still not fulfilled. Going to the Christian church does absolutely nothing for our people. It's all wrong. Christianity is the worship of Satan. You understand? First of all, you have white people teaching us the Bible. Now, just think about that for a second. Just think about that for 1 second. What was they teaching us in slavery? How to get raped? You understand? Just think, and they keep reminding us constantly and constantly and constantly, over and over and over again with the movies they make, like The Butler. You know what I mean? Black people really went to go see that movie and oh, it's such a good movie. How? When I saw it at the very beginning of the movie, it tripped me out, man. You understand? Here it is. You got all the nakers in the field picking the cotton, and then here come the big old greasy white slave master, and he wants to force himself on one of the slaves. So he picked one out. Wasn't it Mariah Carey? I think Mariah Carey played that role, right? I think the mother. As soon as the movie started, I believe that was Mariah Carey that played that role. He went and picked her up. He was like, "Come here, gal." You understand? Snatched her up. She's screaming and hollering. She already know what time it is. You understand? Probably happened before. You understand? And the woman is screaming, "No, no, no!" She already knows she's about to get raped. And he don't take her and damn, I forgot, but the man and the son, I forgot who named the characters and all that. But the father and the son was about to jump up. He about to buck up and go do something. You understand? He was finna run over there and try to save his mom. The damn daddy grabbed him and said, "Boy, what you think you about to do? This his world. You just live in it." That's what he said to his son. You understand? So everybody sitting on the plantation had to sit and listen to the black woman get raped. She's screaming and hollering while the master is raping her in the little, cabin. All right. Then when he come out, the son says to the father, he said, "Daddy, ain't you gonna do something?" And then he turned around, all weak and scary, and said, "Hey, hey." And then the master picked out, what's going on, my man? And the master turned around, pulled out his gun, and blew his damn brains out. Okay? Now, this is real stuff. That was a movie, but this is what white people really did to black people. And you mean to tell me now, because Joel Osteen gets on television and gives you that goofy ass smile up, you're going to turn around and let him tell you about God? When his ancestors turned around and raped your mothers and your aunts and your sisters, because hell, probably raped you too.
Right.
But the white man was notorious for raping all of us. He's just infatuated with black people in a body, period. Why you think on every damn rap video, all the rappers got to take their clothes off and lotion up and oil up? That ain't for the lady, that's for the white man.
Right.
He wants to see that.
Right.
You understand? All our athletes, look at every sport. All the clothes is damn too small and tight. You understand? Look at the what's it, volleyball. You understand? Man, I told my daughter, I said, "No, you ain't playing this no more." I went to go see. I've been out of school so long. I ain't watching no volleyball. Nothing. I go out there and I see all them little girls bent over, looking like grown damn women, butts sticking out. I'm like, oh hell no, no, you're not doing it. I thought it was an adult team. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Wow.
And at that time, my daughter, I think, was like 14. She said, "Daddy, I'm playing volleyball. Come and check my game up." You know? And I goes to her first volleyball game. And I said, "Oh, no, never again."
Right.
You understand? I couldn't even watch it, man. All them little girls, like I said, they all, that's how they play. They bent over, they, you know what I'm saying? They swing, they waiting on the ball to come. But, I was like, nah.
That's good.
Think about the football. Look at how tight those men's pants had to be. You know what I'm saying? Look, we played football in jeans, jogging pants, and was running all over the place. And ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? But here you go, a whole, you know what I'm saying, a professional team, you got to wear them little tights. And then they got to smack you on your butt once you make a good play. Right. You know what I'm saying? When you turn around and run 50, 60, 100 yards, they got to run up and smack you on. Oh, no, don't touch me. You understand? do not do that to me. Straight up. Even in baseball, I played baseball. I let them know. I say that the one thing you ain't finna do to me is smack me on my butt. Yeah, don't do that. I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm gonna beat your ass with one of these bats. You understand? Straight up. I let my whole team know. Do not, if I hit a home run or something, you know what I'm saying? Don't hit me on my butt. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? Right. I ain't playing it, man. That's the white man is gay. That's where he get that from. Like, where you get, you know what I'm saying? I like, it's more masculine slapping five with my partner. You know what I'm saying? Right. Slapping five, dapping each other up around the back and all that. You know what I'm saying? That's hard to me. Right. You know, go ahead,
Salakia, like you were saying, like during slavery, they did it so much they had a term for it, buck breaking.
Yeah,
like, it was a whole culture behind it. Yep. Like certain signs that you would send to other slave owners, like they have a culture developed behind it. Mm-hmm. Like that's a whole different level of just you got some people that's gay. No, that's how y'all work as a society.
Yeah, absolutely. You understand? And they was definitely doing that. It was raping black men back in slavery too. Like you said, they called it breaking the buck. You understand? They breaking a young buck. You understand? Young man taking his masculinity from him. You understand? Something that they probably did it to the older men too. Either way, it don't even matter. You understand? This is why, like I said, here you have Joel Osteen, and because he's smart. Yes, God loves you. Yes, Jesus is Lord. He's my Lord and Savior. He wants to make you prosper and all that nonsense. You listen to him? Right. Joyce Myers is one of the biggest damn crooks in the city of St. Louis. Right. And you listen to this lady? You understand? Joyce Myers is sitting on Swole down in South County. You know how swole this woman is sitting on? From all of the, first off, she makes at least $96 million a year out.
Good night.
At least nine. And let me tell you something. This was before the year ended. This was recorded in October. You understand? That's how much money she make in October. You understand? So what on earth is we doing following these crooks? You understand? The woman has a $500,000 yacht, $500,000 vacation home down in Lake of the Ozarks. She got new Benzes, jets. Her house is worth $2 million. She own a whole strip mall down there, either Arnold or Afton. You understand? Where she has a private church. She has her own private church. Where you be watching I ain't saying you, but where you be seeing her on the TV show, where she be on TV, that's her private church. You understand? She has a whole private church. Straight up. She's got a $10,000 crucifix of Christ on the wall, made out of gold. You talking about balling, nigga? This slut is balling. Yeah. You understand? And guess what? Off of your money.
That's right.
Off of your money. I remember when I first got into the school, man. I was a trooper, and I was out there passing. Boy, I used to pass out flyers like crazy. I guess that's probably what I still do. You understand? Boy, I passed them flyers out. I'm telling you, boy. Hey, Captain Malfoy gave me some work to do, and nigga, I was on the corner, every corner with flyers. You hear me? Everywhere. Right. And I turned around, ran into this brother, and he was on a Metrolink worker. You know what I'm saying? Like security, right? And the brother, he asked me, what you got, man? I'm showing the flyer, this and that, woo-woo. And we started, having a little conversation about the street. He said, man, you know what? Joel Osteen. I said, oh, shit, here we go. You know what I'm saying? The brother said, Joel Osteen. The first thing out of his mouth. I said, Joel Osteen, what? He said, man, I was listening to one of his sermons last night. And Joel Osteen said that we are like monkeys. And a monkey have to get up the tree to get the banana. And then
the monkey go up the tree and then he might fall down, but he got to keep going up until he get the. I said, dude, and you listen to that? First off, you let the man call you a monkey.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The man called you a goddamn monkey.
Right.
And then here you is turning around and climbing a tree for a banana. That's your scenario as far as God getting to heaven or whatever the sermon was about. A monkey. I said, bro, he called you a monkey, man. No, I ain't take it like that. I'm sure you did. You know what I'm saying? But this dude told me, this is what came out of his mouth, that Joel Osteen preached about the monkeys getting bananas out of trees. And he said it was such a good sermon. I said, dude, what did he even say? Like, I would watch, Planet of the Apes or Wildlife or, go to the zoo if I want to see a monkey climb a goddamn tree for a banana. You know what I mean? Like, what is that when it's talking about the word of God? And then here we go. We listen to these people, man. We let these people, when God said in the Bible that he is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Right.
Why are we listening to Joel Osteen? Why are we listening to Peter Popoff? You know how ridiculous that dude sound. You ever heard Peter Popoff speak in tongues? Oh my God, it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? He's killing the black people when the dude turn around and he'll sit there and get to talking and speaking. Oh, brother, the name you think I'm lying? Think I'm lying? I can show it to you. Peter Popoff, that's how he turns around and speaks in tongues. I'm gonna pull a video for you since you don't believe me. Yes. I'm gonna pull it for you. But what I'm saying, the point I'm making is, why are we listening to these people, man? Why do we turn around and want to follow them when it comes to our salvation? Well, look at what they've done to us all throughout history. When you go in the Bible, we ain't never had no good interactions with white people. They was trying to kill us. As a matter of fact, the first two, you know what I'm saying? Esau and Jacob. Because Esau was such a disgusting bastard. You know what I'm saying? And what's that slogan they got now? YOLO, you only live once. That's what they live by. And because he thought he was about to die, he said, to hell with that blessing that my daddy said God gonna give us. Man, I don't give a damn about that. Give me something to eat real quick before I die. That's what he told the black man. He told Jacob. And the Christians, it never fail. They always say, well, Jacob tricked Esau. We got to save, like you brought out yesterday by y'all that camp. We always trying to save the goddamn white man, but we never try to save ourselves. It's like it ain't nowhere in us to save our own people. Like it's wrong for me to turn around, reach out to my brother or my sister and say, I'm going to save you and damn them.
That's right.
You understand? Like, what's so wrong with that? White folks, just because they put a women and children's clinic in the city, that don't mean that they're trying to help you.
Right.
They actually are dividing the family with that. Because guess who can't come there? Daddy can't come to this place and get healthy too. That's right. You understand? And then when they go there, they trying to feed mama all kinds of stuff and tell her don't take pills and don't have no children and wait and do this and do that. They doing that. Now in the hospitals, when you have baby, they forcing the choice of abortion through the hospitals now. They ask you that in the goddamn hospital. And I made a little short video the other day when I rolled past that goddamn chop shop where they are murdering our babies at the rate of fucking 500,000 a year. And they had a big, gigantic sign, almost as big as the building, that said, still here. No lie.
Yeah, God,
it says, still here. We're still here at your service to murder your babies. If you want a career, you're only going to be working at Church's Chicken. Where in the hell do the black woman think she's going to be working at after you murdered your goddamn child? You think you'll be the next Beyonce? You think you'll be a CEO of some major company?
Right.
You're going to be working at Church's Chicken. You understand? That's what we destined to work at any goddamn way. You're going to be a CNA. Everybody's not going to be a goddamn nurse. They put that out there so you can go get that money. You understand? The white man, he is the devil the Bible speaks of. He plays games with everything. He know who he gonna turn around. That's why he makes his curriculum the way that he does.
Right.
Because he makes it stupid. He makes it boring. You understand? He makes it to where you don't even want to do it.
Right.
You understand? Because guess what? If you can't step up, then guess what? We're gonna push you out. I know it's not you. You understand? But if you turn around and making them A's and A pluses, oh, that's the one I want.
You'll be a good slave.
Yeah, you'll be a good slave. You damn right. You'll be a real good slave. You understand? But anybody else, you make the C's and B's, nah. Right. You know what I mean? They're not gonna turn around. And then he only puts just a few, you know what I'm saying, in places of power. You know what I mean? To turn around and have you thinking that, oh, you can be the next damn president, like Barack Obama. This dude, he is an African. Right. He is not a so-called black man. He is not an Israelite. And soon as he got in office, every little kid, man, I was so pissed off. I was pissed off. Every black child in school wanted to do some kind of report and some kind of speech. And they had some little kids in articles and in newspapers and on news clips and on, you know what I'm saying, interviews and this and that. And talk about, well, we can do anything. We got a first black president, all this and that. Man, they just fooling our people with that guy. Right. The dude is not black. They would never, let me tell you something, man. This is real funny. And then we're going to get to the topic. This is real funny. When I was in the world, I had a conversation with a couple of devils that I worked with. And I had one, we was talking about a black president then, right? And I told them, I said, man, quiet as kept. You know, it's the $2 bill mess, right? You know, I ain't know what I was talking about. You turn around, I said, now you know they said that the first president black. You right. And then he said, why you say that? I said, because look at the $2 bill. You know, because you know that one man on it is darker than everybody else, right? They said that's the first black. I forgot who what his name was and all that. So I'm thinking I'm breaking something down on these devils, right? And he turned around and he said, hey man, look, just think about it. Why on earth would we let a black man be president? Right. You hear me? He broke it down. I said, damn, you know what? That kind of makes sense. Right. Damn, you was beating us, lynching us, had us as slaves. We built this whole country. Now you barely want to pay a nigga minimum wage. Damn, you might be some truth behind it. You hear me? Right. So then this other one, he jumped in. And then he turned around and started talking about how, he was like a Donald Trump, you understand, before his time, right? He turned around and was like, oh man, like make America great again. Oh, he was all for that. You know what I mean? He was talking about how great this place was, how great white people are. This, I said, dude, white people ain't great at all. I said, y'all stole everything y'all got. Right. I said, you murdered everybody you came across. Right. You know, I said, you didn't know how to do a goddamn thing. Right. You know, that's why you had us do it for you. He said, but you know what? He said, no, I said, white people are not smart at all. He said, you know what? He said, you're right. He said, but we were smart enough to take it all. That's what that devil said, boy. And I'm telling you, boy, I could have punched him in his damn mouth when he said that. I was so goddamn mad, boy. But guess what? He was right. Because he was just a murderer. He's smart enough to murder all of us and take everything. Right. You understand? While black people are so forgiving, and God love you too, and you're going to be in the kingdom of heaven right along with me. No. You understand? That's the problem that we have, man. Right. You understand? Like, why would black people let them teach us the Bible? Right. Why are we even going to them? You understand? What was that one devil name? The one that turned around and said, "Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned." The one that was sleeping with the prostitutes back in the day, man. Who know the dude's name? Who knows?
Clinton? I'm tripping. You said sleeping with the prostitutes?
Yeah, famous TV preacher. I think back in the 80s or the 90s. Sure. And he turned around and man, he had so many black people following him, man. It was ridiculous. I can't think of his name right now. But he turned around and apologized on TV. Father, he cried, you know? Father, forgive me, for I have sinned. But it was good though. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he was getting busy with the prostitutes, boy. Right. I'm talking about he straight got caught clean up. But now, why are we letting them teach us the Bible, man? Right. You understand? And then why we let these black preachers teach us the Bible? Because guess what? Right. They get it from them white folks. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They get it from them. So why are we even in Christian? I don't even understand why black. Go ahead,
Jimmy Swagger.
Jimmy Swagger, that's his name. That's his damn name. Yeah. Damn right. Jimmy Swagger, boy. Hey, Jimmy Swagger had it going on, man. That dude, go ahead.
So like, is that the guy that got all the jets right now?
Huh?
Don't he are you still a preacher?
No, I don't think he no, I think he got retired. Oh, okay. Yeah, he retired after that incident, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Yeah. Okay. But I mean, he still got paper. He probably still doing something. He probably still got a church. You know what I mean? He probably still got followers. Right. You know, probably still got money. You understand? Forgive me, Father.
Hey, but Salakia.
Oh, I am sinned in that movie. Go ahead.
I posted a video of a devil. He was sitting in his car and making a live video online. You know what I'm saying? And he went in, he said he can't believe how stupid black people are.
Who said that?
It's a devil. I posted it on Facebook. It was a video.
Oh, yeah?
He was sitting in his car going live, doing a live video. He said, I can't believe how stupid black people are. Mm. He said, for them to be Christians is the most stupidest thing ever. He said, why would you be Christians when the KKK, who've always murdered you and burned crosses in your yards, are Christians? He said, this is the religion of your murderer and your oppressor. He was like, I don't understand why y'all would ever be Christians. Like, these devils bring out the truth and throw it right in our face, and black folks are still
ignore him.
Yeah, they ignore
and pray for him.
Right, exactly.
And pray for him.
Exactly.
You know, God love you.
Right.
You know, God need to just change you. You just need to give it up to Jesus. Man. And let him take control. Man. That's what they said to him, probably. Exactly. You know what I mean? We got all that. We got the Dylan Storm roof love for him. Right. You understand? You blow away, mama. Let me tell you something, boy. You gonna have a hard time killing somebody in ISPK. Man. You understand? Man, I love when Captain Carr said on that song. He said, "Me and my brothers is arguing about who gonna bite the bullet." Right. You understand? We ain't running and ducking and hiding, nigga. We trying to get. I'm not gonna let nobody come over here and turn around and do nothing to nobody. Right. You have to kill me first. Right. You understand? Not me and my brothers and my sisters in here. It ain't gonna happen. Right. You understand? Now, that church. Oh yeah, it happens all the time. You understand? Pastors are homosexual anyway. Soon as he see the gun, sissy go and run. You understand? He go run, scream, and run in the back and go hide while his members is getting shot. You know what I'm saying? You had to about.
No, I was just gonna say he only Jimmy Swagger only stepped down temporarily when he got caught with the prostitute.
Oh, of course.
He still got a TV show.
Of course. Oh, you still got one?
I think that's the devil with the jets. He got the big time jets.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he do.
And told the people
he jets long time ago.
He said he needed a bigger jet, so he went and bought the one from Tyler Perry. I think that's him.
Good.
Jimmy Swagger. He said I couldn't help but buy it, man. He said, and Tyler Perry's such a nice guy.
Oh, of course
he gave it to me for a price I couldn't refuse.
Sex. You know what I'm saying? Right. He probably had sex with Tyler Perry.
Right.
Yeah, do something with Tyler. Turn around and probably his new lover or something. Right. Turn around and, Naker got much money as I do. Hey, right. Naker, come here. You know, probably because you know he a sissy too. You know what I mean? Like I said, man, black people should not be Christians. God hates Christians. God hates the Christian church. God hates the songs you sing. Right. God hates the suit your pastor wear. Right. He hates the pointy shoes your pastor wear. Right. He hates the choirs and the choir director. He hates the goddamn members. God hates all of you when you in that sloppy Christian religion, man. Right. And it's time for our people to get the hell out of it. Like, I do not understand what is wrong with our people. You turn around and you see that these people have been doing nothing but murdering and oppressing us since forever. They ain't took no break. You understand? Just because Bill Clinton was in office and niggas had jobs, you understand? That don't mean a goddamn thing. We was getting oppressed then. Because look at what him and his wife was really pushing. You know what I'm saying? Outside of him giving us jobs. You understand? Pushing that we was super predators. We super predators. Right. You know what I mean? And we must be stopped. That's what she said. And then the rate of prison goes up. You understand? When he was in office. Like, people didn't even pay that no attention. You understand? That both brothers and sisters got locked up when Clinton was in office. He was a black man because he got some head in the office.
Right.
You understand? By a tramp. You understand? They kept the cum not only in her mouth, she didn't brush her teeth or wash their goddamn dress. You understand? She had the evidence in her mouth and on her goddamn dress. And that's who the president is sleeping with. You understand? But we super president. He's super nasty. Right. Him and her. You understand? That is disgusting, man. You know what I mean? Man, the white man, woman, and child, I know you love them pretty blue eyes and that long, stringy blonde hair, but they are the devil, man. Right. The Lord said it in the Bible that they are the devil. Give me that real quick, probably on the smoothest butt. You understand? This kills me, man, about our people, how we steady looking to them to turn around and help us in some kind of way. Right. When they not gonna help us, put it in the cup for put mine in the cup. Why? They not that plan is not to help us. Right. At all. Right. You know what I mean? Like a few little crumbs they be giving us, that's not help. Right. You know what I mean? Some food stamp and some minimum wage. Right. Like you brought out yesterday, probably y'all, they turn around and go up on your rent every damn year. But minimum wage stays the same. Minimum wage stays the same. Black people really think that they did something with that, right along with the last year on the vote, they was pushing that weed, right? Mm-hmm. And what they was turning, they turned around and was pushing that, that weed, right? Mm-hmm. And right along next to that, they was pushing minimum wage to go up to $15 an hour, right? And what our people just don't know is what they gonna do is they gonna do nothing but just go up on everything else, to where that $15, well, you ain't gonna see it. You think you flipping burgers for $15 an hour? Wait till your bill comes. Right. You know what I mean? Because they constantly going up on that. Right. Think of how they do the bills, man. When I owned my house right around the corner, man, not too far from here, they gave me like a summary, annual summary. And this is when I first found out that my water bill, I wasn't getting charged for just the usage. I was getting charged for how many rooms I had in my house.
What that got to do with your water?
Right. Man, I'm telling you. And I only got water coming out. This is no lie. I got water coming out in the basement where I got to wash and dry, the 2 bathrooms and the 2 kitchens. That's it. But they was charging according to every single room in my damn house. Straight up. Then, check this out. Turn around and call the gas company. One year, the gas bill got extremely high. Hold on, buddy. I turned around and got real high. I said, wait a minute, what's up? Why is the bill so goddamn high? Turn around and tell me, they say, you in the red zone. I said, red zone? What the hell is that? He said, well, in the red zone, the bills are high. Oh, where the niggas live at.
Where the neighbors
Now, of course, they couldn't say the black zone. Right. You understand? Make it evident. You understand? The white man, he is slick. Right. They call it a red zone to make you think of like a hazard or something. Something wrong. I said, what is the difference between the gas that go into this ground and then pipe in through my house than in the suburbs? What's different? What's different about it? What's different about it is the people that live there. Right. You understand? That's what makes it the damn red zone. Right. And the goddamn black zone and all that nonsense they come up with. Right. You know what I mean? So not only are they charging us for every room in your house, these are big houses around here. You understand? I forgot how many rooms I had in that bad boy. It was like a 7-bedroom. You understand? And you turn around 2 kitchens, 2 bathrooms, big living rooms on both floors. You understand? It was a huge house. You know what I mean? So like I said, and they charge you for every room in the house. Straight up. Go ahead, Rafael.
I had that verse, but I wanted to piggyback on what you were saying, because it's heavy, because it's like it ain't no way to get around that red zone stuff. Like, how do you get around that? That's them blatantly saying that because you black and because you stay in this section of the city, we get to charge you more and stuff like that. When
like you said, what is the different criteria that makes this a red zone? Is the piping? Do you got to use more piping to bigger pipes, more endurable pipes? It ain't none of that. It's just the fact that they able to tax the poor and put all these different names on the taxes that they taxing the poor on, and just say that it's this and that and that and this, but in reality it's just because you black.
Right.
And that's ridiculous. It's like, how you taxing the poorest people in the city?
Yeah, exactly.
You taxing the people that ain't got money.
And Salaki, real quick, an article came out that same year. I remember about a millionaire here in St. Louis. You know how many taxes he paid for 1 year? $1. He pays $1 for taxes every year. That article dropped. You remember that? You remember the article? This man, I forgot his name and everything, but he's a billionaire here in St. Louis, and he pays $1 a year for taxes. That's okay, go ahead, since you had Hannah.
Yeah, where I live, we have a 2-story house. Mm-hmm. They say that, okay, we pay the water bill, so we pay all the bills that you can think that you know. So with the water bill, not only do we have to pay the water bill, we have to pay the trash bill. Mm-hmm. To use the dumpsters in the alley.
Yeah, God.
And they tell us that if you don't pay the trash bill, we cut your water off.
Exactly.
What?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And then go to some of them dumpsters, take some of your trash. Look, me and my brother, we got a lot where I had a pallet. You remember when we had the pallet thing? Y'all remember that? And over on Natural Bridge. And I swear when we would put trash in the dumpster, when they come pick the trash, all the trash fell out the goddamn bottom of the dumpster. When I saw that, I said, because I kept wondering why is all this fucking trash blowing on our lot? You know what I mean? And I was constantly having to clean it. I said, what the hell is up? Like, who just dumping all this trash? You know what I'm saying? Like, right here. And, and I turned around and I saw it. And I looked in the dumpster right behind our lot. Turned around, two big gigantic holes in the bottom of it. All the trash is falling right out the damn thing when the truck lifted up. So then I went down the whole goddamn alley, and every single dumpster got a hole. That's how all the trash, because we was right on the corner. Right. So all the trash blowed to the damn corner and blew right up on our lot, and I had to pick this shit up every goddamn day. You know what I mean? And then it took me, I had to make some major calls just to have them come and replace them dumpsters. Now here it is, you getting all this money, like you said. Now you turn around and say, okay, well, if we don't pay for trash, then we're gonna cut that off. We'll turn around and remove the dumpster and turn your water on too. Right. You understand? And like you said, here you is, you taxing the poorest people on the damn planet, like ridiculously. Man, my stepfather, man, I love that dude, man. You understand? But I just could not get him to understand that black people pay the most. He think white people do because white people got more money. He think they pay more taxes than anybody. He said, how you gonna tax somebody I said, that's the whole damn point. That's why their areas look good and ours don't. Right. The city don't look like trash. Right. Look at all the trash on the ground. You understand? Look at the buildings. They let them all dilapidate. They turn them all down, all vacant. You understand? Like it's some of everything everywhere. But go in their neighborhood, I swear, man, why I got contracts there? Brother, you can turn around and you can walk with your food, drop it on the ground, and you can pick it right up and you ain't got dust on. Right. The white man sweeps up the goddamn dust off the ground in his area. Right. Think I'm like, go down in South County. I'm telling you, I don't never see no trash. Right. But you know, you go around here, you see beer bottles, you see damn chip bags flying everywhere, you see what's the goddamn bag of beauty supply, the black bag. You see them everywhere in the hood. Right. You understand? You see all kind of trash blowing in the hood. But go down there in South County, tell you, I don't never see a damn Quick Trip cup just rolling around the ground. Right. You understand? Never. I don't never see a balled up napkin somebody turn around and threw out the window. Never down there in their area. Right. But in ours, oh my God, we can't even get the street sweeper no more. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
So like I wanted to go in on that the fact you was talking about how we get taxed. Mm-hmm. If you really look at it, we get taxed several times before we can even
by the time we go to spend our money,
right.
we've been taxed. We get taxed when they taking out the taxes out of your check when you get paid.
God.
Then when you go to buy and purchase any damn thing, you get taxed.
God.
Then at the end of the year, you got to turn around and pay tax. So you getting taxed on the money you've already been taxed on to spend it. You got to pay tax.
Absolutely.
I looked up something. I had spoke to you about this a while ago, but according to what I found, we're not supposed to get taxed on food.
Right, kind. Exactly.
We're not supposed to. So why is it that they're allowed to steal taxes? Because if you don't know, you understand, you get to still do it under the guise of tax. That's a lie. That's like you stealing from me. So you're in my neighborhood stealing from me at a rate. I mean, like, damn. I mean, 8 cents adds up. I might spend $1. I might spend $2. Might not get taxed number 16 cents. But if you do that to 40, 50, 60 people, eventually you got yourself a couple thousands extra in taxes that you wasn't even supposed to have. And then if you're doing that, I'm pretty sure you don't have to pay anything out on that money because you wasn't even supposed to be taking that money. So all you got to do is make sure you put back what you know what I'm saying, what you took out as far as your manufacturer's price or your retail. What do you call that? Not retail. Is that what I'm trying to say? Not retail. But as far as your who you get it from, your merchandiser, whoever you getting it from, you're not paying out like you're doing, but you're getting taxed that much. You know what I'm saying? As a black person, you know what I'm saying, or a poor person.
Go ahead, buddy.
And to add on to what he's saying is it's like they know that. They know what they are doing. They know that they be in the communities doing these illegal taxations and stuff like that to these poor people, and it be them Arabs majority of the time and stuff like that. Because one time I go up in there, like, you know, an advertised price, you ain't supposed to tax on advertised price. Like if it say 99 cents, the producer who produced that whatever you buying in that store, they're giving it to the store clerk and the owner of the store for them to sell it at that price. But you will see the Arabs still put taxes on stuff. So like if it say 99 cents at the top, they supposed to sell it at 99 cents, not a cent over. It's supposed to, they guaranteeing that's what the advertised price is for. They guaranteeing that whatever their product is sold at is going to be 99 cents, but not with the Arab man. And he said, and the first thing I said, I told him, I was like, by my house, the Arab dude by my house, I told him, I was like, no, you can't tax on an advertised price. I was like, that's against the law. He was like, well, you don't have to buy it if you don't want to. I'm like, it ain't about me buying it or not, because I won't buy it. I go down the street and buy it somewhere else. If my money ain't accepted right here, then I'll go somewhere. I'm not about to beg you to give you money, give you my money. I'll keep it in my pocket if that's the case. But the whole fact of the matter is they doing illegal stuff. Then you're going to say on top of that, like, oh, that's the taxes on food and stuff like that. And I'm like, dog, like, how you heal? Like, oh, you some type of lawyer or something? I'm like, no, I ain't a lawyer. I just know you can't tax an advertised price. I'm like, I know that you can't put additional money on top of that and stuff like that. But like what now y'all said, look at all the extra money he's getting from that. And a lot of black people don't even know that.
Yeah, a lot of black people don't even pay attention.
Right.
Because I remember one time, what I do is I usually kind of, you know, total up my little stuff in my head. Right. So I know around about how much I'm finna spend. Yeah. And I turn around and I go, my kids, I was dropping them off, taking them home, right? And of course, Daddy, I want some chips and some juice, right? So I'm like, damn, so I get off the highway real quick, get all of them some chips and some juice. I got the total in my head, right? Turn around, and the total on the damn register, it didn't come up to my, you know, the total in my head. So I turned around, I said, let me get that receipt, right? The dude had to charge me anywhere like 25 to 50 cents on each item that I had. And just like you said, they turn around and they do that to 40, 50 people. Well, you know, man, you got thousands of dollars. Right. You keep doing it all day long when you open. Right. You know what I mean? And you sitting there and robbing people like that. You robbing us and you robbing us. You understand?
Right.
And that's why the Lord said, if these people are going to pay for what they're doing to us.
Right.
You understand? And thank Commander Juliana for holding this truth down.
That's
but not being like a slimy Christian pastor to where he just switched up what's in the Bible.
Right.
You understand? He just switched up from what's actually in his book. You know what I mean? He done held it down like no other. You understand? So, like I said, give him a goddamn hand for doing that, man, and not switch it up. You know what I'm saying? For staying down, for staying loyal to our King Christ and teaching exactly what Christ taught. You know what I mean? So, like I said, but yeah, they do that. They do that, man. You understand? And they know, and that's in the scripture too. I'm gonna pull that as well. But get that, give me that one scripture, Payan.
Psalms chapter 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
The words of his mouth were smoother than butter. What scripture is that where it say, where it identifies who this is? What's in the wicked? Is that verse 1? This whole chapter is talking about our oppressor. You understand?
Verse 3.
Go ahead, give it to me.
Because of the voice of the enemy.
Because of the voice of the who?
The enemy.
Keep going.
Because of the oppression of the wicked.
Because of the what?
Oppression of the wicked.
Who is oppressing who at this present time?
That's right.
Who has been oppressing who since forever? You understand? Every encounter we have with them, they oppressing us.
That's right.
You understand? Keep going.
For they cast iniquity upon me.
They cast iniquity upon us. Our oppressors, let me tell you something. They is what Michael Jackson said on that song, smooth criminals, man.
Right.
You understand? They actually seduce us into doing the things that we do.
Right.
At one point, black men wasn't running around talking about 2 snaps up in the twist and hated it.
Right.
You understand? Matter of fact, we hated that. You understand?
Right.
We hated homosexuality. Black women wasn't going around talking about they no goddamn carpet munching.
Right.
Wasn't no black woman supposed to be munching on nobody's goddamn carpet. You understand? But they seduce us now and say, it's an alternative lifestyle.
Right.
You were born there. Oh, it's okay. You have feelings for another man. It's okay. It's okay. You can't help who you love. God damn it. I love all my brothers in my school, but not like that.
That's
You
right.
understand? I ain't had not one nasty thought like that about none of my goddamn niggas, man.
That's right.
You understand? Nigga, brothers, whatever you want to call them. You understand me? I ain't thought like that. But him, he say, if that's what you feel, then hey, you can't help how you feel. God made you that way.
Right.
He made you that way. No, the hell he did not. You understand? Why would he make a damn woman then if the hell you could just choose to be with a man?
Right.
That's not the Lord's way. That's your way.
Right.
You understand? You choose to be a sissy. God didn't make you be no sissy.
That's right.
You understand? He ain't make you be no lesbian. That's your way. You chose that.
Right.
You understand? God ain't made you no goddamn thought. You ain't supposed to be no thought.
Right.
You understand? What are you talking about? You're supposed to be a goddamn princess. And that's in the Bible. Not no goddamn thoughts, man. But here we are going around parading ourselves with all this filthiness. You know? And it's because of the oppressor casting iniquity on us. He put us in the goddamn ghetto and in the barrio and then on reservations. Stole everything from us and then put us in a corner and say, hey, get it how you live.
Right.
That don't come from black people. That come from white people. You understand? That get it how you live mess come from our oppressors, man.
That's right.
You understand? That you only live once. That you gotta do what you gotta do. You understand? You gotta use what you got to get what you want. That don't come from us, man. That come from the people that put us in these conditions to where we've been left with no goddamn choice. We couldn't go to the preacher. Hell, the preacher gonna freak you too.
Right.
You understand? He gonna do something nasty to you too.
Right.
If you go to him for some damn help. And he got the goddamn help. How much money they collected in the last 20-some years? 140 billion goddamn dollars? Over 150 billion dollars. And then when you go in there and ask them just to pay your goddamn $60 light bill, the pastor wants some sex from you.
Right.
In order to pay the bill. Man, I know this one sister, man, real quickly, we're gonna jump back to the scripture. This one sister had told me about her church. And she said, oh, I miss my church. I miss my church. Lord have mercy. Here we go. And I just knew. I said, why do you miss your church so bad? I knew it was because of the singing and dancing. Right. Oh, I was in the choir and this and that. She said, but. I said, but what? You know, it's such a great place. What do you mean, but? You know what I mean? Right. Well, but my pastor, you know, they had a outreach program to where they turned around and was sending the people on the board, right, out in the community to get members to come into the church. And it was a mother and a son. Right. And the mother and the son turned around and went out. They wanted to speak first when they came back. The mother got up and said, well, I had the opportunity to go into over 40 houses. And each and every house I was in, there was young women. You know what I'm saying? He said, every last one of them said that they were sleeping with you, Pastor, for money. Is that true? Son stood up and said, I went in over 30 houses. Same thing. Every single last woman, and these are all different houses. He said, every single last one of them said that they sleeping with you for money. Is this true? Pastor said, okay, y'all can sit down and have a seat now. Right. You know what I'm saying? They said, no, we ain't having no seat. We want to talk about this, Pastor. Is this true? The pastor told her, said, I'm going to tell you right now, sit down, shut up, or you get the fuck out of my church. That's what the pastor told them. Right. And I said, wait a minute, you missed this place? You know what I'm saying? You heard this kind of stuff. I don't hear that kind of greasy stuff about Commander Junior High. Right. You understand? I don't hear that kind of stuff because he don't do that kind of stuff. If he's sleeping with a woman, that's his wife. You understand? The Lord said in the Bible that sex is marriage. You understand? So if he has a woman, I know that's his. She belongs to him, not somebody that he's taking advantage of. We don't take advantage of our women in the ISUPK. If we're going to get some of that, we're going to get some of it for the rest of your life, and we're going to take care of you like we're supposed to. Right. We're going to provide for you. We're going to protect you. You understand? We're going to teach you like we're supposed to for the rest of your life. Not turn around and just take advantage of that good box you got between your legs and then treat you like a slut and turn around talking about, oh, my wife gonna find out we can't do this no more. No more money. You know what I'm saying? No, we ain't gonna do that. You know what I mean? But they do that kind of stuff in your church. But that's what she said she missed. That old filthy mess like that. Keep reading, Doc. Calm.
In wrath they hate me.
And in what?
And in wrath they hate me.
In wrath? What happened to Michael Brown? Huh? Was that in self-defense? You understand? What happened to Trayvon Martin? Was that in self-defense? Even though they tried to claim it was, but they know it wasn't. Was that in fact, the police told George Zimmerman, don't even bother that young man. Don't go nowhere to it. Don't go over there. Where you at? Right. They told him on the phone, and you heard this creep. Yeah, they always get away with it. Like, who the hell you talking about? This dude just went to the store just to grab a snack. Niggas love snacks. You understand? But that's how I gained 15 pounds. Got snacks. My kids want snacks. You understand? That's not a reason to put nobody to death. Because you assume he's finna steal something. How could you even do that? How could you assume that somebody's about to break into, when the law states you have to see them do it? You can't have a preconceived notion and then go and assault somebody. Right. You know what I'm saying? You can't turn around and say, I think he's about to break somebody's apartment, so I'm going to approach him. I'm going to attack him. Me and my sons, we talked about that. I said, man, let some white boy that I'd have had the same problem. I was like, dog, who the fuck you think you talking to? You better mind your business. While I'm eating my Skittles. Wait, Skittles ain't got pork in it. I don't know. Skittles still got pork in it? No. I know they got some with the pork, without the pork. I have the bag without the pork. You understand? And I'll be sipping on my tea. Well, I'll probably be grab me a damn burger. Y'all know me. Sad. Ain't that right when I No, I'm just kidding. But no, man, you know what I mean? This is the kind of stuff they do. They hate us in wrath, man. And they are murdering and they are killing us every single goddamn day. But then preachers in the church got the love of Jesus for them. Right. God love you. Jesus love you. Now skip down to that verse I want.
Calm. The words of his mouth, Psalm 55, verse 21. Mm-hmm. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
The words of his mouth is smoother than butter. You gotta understand something, man. They make a slick oil damn salesman, man. You You understand? The white man can sell you a damn clunker, and you really think you got a damn car that's gonna last you to get to work, drop your kids off, go on vacation, and go out of town. You put some dubs on it or some tins and keep them clean, whichever one you can afford. You understand? You really think you got a car. And 3 days later, the damn thing go out on you. And then he hit you with that, well, you know it's as is.
Right.
You understand? You know that was an as is sale. You can't bring it back here. Oh, we can fix it. Oh, it's gonna cost you about $1,200. You understand? They know exactly what they're doing. The words of their mouth is smoother than butter, man. Keep going.
But war was in his heart.
But what?
But war was in his heart.
But war is in their heart, man. They not telling us nothing to turn around and like help us. They not turning around they telling black women. I know a sister that called the damn police on her man. And you know what? The police ended up siding with the woman. He said everything he said to that sister to split their family up. The cop immediately came and jumped on the sister's side and said, hey, Tyrone, you gotta leave, you gotta go. You know what I mean? Hey, no, ain't no working out the problem. You know what I mean? None of that. They don't offer that kind of help. They say, hey, you don't get your stuff, get out of here, Tyrone, you're going to prison. That's what they said. But see, you come to the ISUPK, we're going to help you work out your marital problems.
Right.
We're going to help you work out your issues. Our goal is to turn around and keep the family together. Right. Not turn around and come and arrest the damn man. You understand?
Right.
And put him in prison, put him out of his house. No, we're going to turn around and come with a solution. And Lord will, both of you listen, and then there can be some peace in that home. Mm-hmm. You understand? That's what the ISUPK about. But not the police force. You understand? War is in their heart, man. The goddamn child support office. It's not about the damn children getting taken care of. Why is it always about the woman and the children? Everything in this place is about women and children. Do you know why? Because that's an agenda against the black family.
That's right.
At one point back in the early 1900s, the most indestructible damn force was not no locomotive, was not no brick wall, was not nothing other than yours truly, the damn black household, man.
That's right.
That was the most indestructible force on the planet. Because no matter how many times white folks tried, they still could not split the family up. They couldn't get to them niggers like what they wanted to. They was doing a lot to us, but they could not split us up. But you know what they gave us now? And help split the family? Welfare. Right. It was a sister that made a post on Facebook talking about she got her stamps, refrigerator full, freezer full, cabinets full, and then talking about something. And guess what? My nigga didn't pay for it. I'm like, God damn, like, yo, nigga's supposed to be there helping you eat up them groceries. You know what I'm saying? But you gonna shit on him saying that he ain't the one, but you parade. I said, sis, why you gonna put your man on blast like that? You know what I mean? Why would you do? Oh, because he ain't put nothing in his refrigerator. So the white man, she said it. The white man did it, so he get the credit. I said, God damn. You know what I mean? But you gonna look to that black man to turn around and give you that good loving you want. Make sure you safe. You understand? Make sure nobody beat you up and rob you and rape you or hurt you in no time. You gonna look to that black man for that. Right. But you gonna damn parade, you know what I'm saying, and throw on a show for a goddamn white man because he gave you a few lousy books of food stamps? Right. Like, are you kidding me? And this is the kind of stuff that they is forcing on our people. They're seducing us in a way to where here go black men, their simple brain is, oh, I got food stamps. I don't need no man. Right. Like, where do you get that from? You understand? Where do you get that from that you don't need a man now because you got weight for your kids? Your kids still needs to have half the sister is sleeping with somebody to take care of their kids' needs. You understand? They are sleeping with men, having sex with men because they can't buy Pampers for their damn children. And you're gonna tell me the white man is so great because he gave you a damn book of stamps? Right. Are you kidding me? Go ahead, Rafael.
And to add on what you're saying, it's like they either feel like they don't need a man or that they can rule over their man simply because they getting these things and they know they're gonna be straight. Right. So when a black man do if if a black man is willing to tolerate her a little bit, stay in that household, he better be submissive unto her. Yeah. He better do what exactly she says, unless he gonna be getting out. His stuff gonna be on the curb. Yeah. All this stuff, the black man usually, the majority of the houses that I see, that low income houses and all the stuff like that, like you was just hitting on, like, you gonna need extra stuff. That all that welfare and that stuff like that, that's not gonna get you what you need to do. Get you where you.
Like a real quick, I mean, cut you off, but that goddamn minimum wage job ain't even hitting everything.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
exactly.
Excellent point. Go ahead.
And usually, every house I go to that be like that, I see that the black man brings the furniture in. He ties in all the loose ends. So you be needing that black man, even with the welfare and the weak and all of the low income and all of that stuff, you still be needing that, man. You don't have no furniture in your house. Your kids ain't got no clothes. You ain't getting none of that stuff. And usually the black man come in, he provide all of that, and then what you do? You try to rule over him, kick him out every chance that he get, for any reason that just don't appeal to you. Yeah. And it'd be ridiculous what our sisters be doing, because that black man is way more targeted than you is. Yeah. You getting help. That black man ain't getting no help. Right. All he asks is for his woman to be submissive unto him. If the black woman don't understand, if she be submissive to her husband, the black man will go as far as it is no limit to where the black man will go. Right. That's all he need is to come home and have a little peace of mind. That's it. The black man go out every day and fight the world. Mm-hmm. Every day. He dodging cops. He working at his job. Child support. He doing it all. And when he get home, all he wanted is a little peace and quiet from his rib, for her to be a little bit submissive.
That's a good, loving, body rocking,
right?
Boots all night.
That's it.
Don't leave that out.
That's it.
Don't leave that out, baby. I need you.
And the black man is not complicated. That's all he needs.
That's all he needs.
For you to shut up sometimes.
Chicken wings.
He don't even ask you to shut up all the time. Right.
Peace and quiet.
Half the time he don't even be needing all of that. He just needs a little bit of loving and for you to be quiet sometimes. Yeah, right. You feel me? Don't open that big mouth.
You hear me? I'm telling you.
It's crazy.
Makes good use of it.
Right.
You understand? Yeah, right. You understand? But let's get to that topic, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I gotta bring out this marching thing, man. You know what I mean? This is ridiculous. Okay, we got a little quick video that I went out there, man, and I could not join the festivities. I couldn't do it, man. You understand? I wanted to record it, you know what I'm saying, but I couldn't stay there that long because I heard the Christian church and they started with that singing and it was over with for me. I couldn't do it. I couldn't go no closer. You know what I'm saying? Man, I say, oh my God. I said, man, it's Christian church everywhere you damn go. Even in their marches, man. And we even pulled out in this book, I'm gonna pull it out again, man, and show you what white people really believe that we are worth to them, man. Let me show you this video right here. I think this is some of it. Oh, this might be. Okay, hold on, wait a minute. I think this is the second one. It's another one that I got. Hold on one second. Cause I want the one. Did you send me the one with the singing?
I believe so.
Okay.
That's that first one.
Okay, hold on. And listen to the sister that recorded it from Real Sts. Ridiculous. Here it is. Here it is. Now let me hold tight. I don't want to be pausing. Hold on. Oh, there you go. Okay, now hold on for a second. This so-called march, okay, they claim this article. We got heavy the paper out. Trying to show the article. We're gonna go over this article right here. They claim that this is an aggressive call for non-violence, and this is how they are aggressively approaching the situation by singing songs. Now they claim that this is to stop the violence in the area, in the community. They want to stop the crime, right? They chose Martin Luther King, right? As a matter of fact, they had a dual damn march at the same time. They chose St. Louis and East St. Louis, and they went down both Martin Luther Kings. And it's not a coincidence that Martin Luther King is damn riddled with drugs and crime and rape and prostitution and every damn thing else under the sun in every city that there is a Dr. Martin Luther King Boulevard, Drive, Street, Road, or whatever the hell they want to call it. You understand? Now this is their approach. How many churches is on Martin Luther King? Let's start with Friendly Temple, right? They got the small church across the street. Then they built the new mega center. You understand? And he right there in the middle of all of the prostitution, the crack, the damn heroin, every damn thing right there. It's several different churches right there on that block where they marched at. Go ahead, you got your hand up?
Sorry, so like I would say it's about at least 15 from downtown to Wellston.
It is.
It probably is
It's,
more.
it might be more than that.
Once you go in the county, but I know because I grew up in that area.
A total is over 1,700 Christian churches in the city of St. Louis. 1,700. Why does the city of St. Louis look the way that it do? Why is it all this crime in the city of St. Louis if it's 1,700 churches? So you mean to tell me the Lord ain't turned around to fix everybody at 1,700 of them right here in the city? And St. Louis is not that damn huge.
Right.
The city of St. Louis is not that big at all. And you mean to tell me 700 churches can't get the goddamn problem solved all of these years and you ain't fixed it yet? It's obviously a problem with that damn Christian church. It's obviously a problem with your goddamn belief. And this is the start of the damn march. This is called the Peace Be Still march. Good night. I'll give you that in Matthew 10, 33. Matthew 10, 10.
Thank you for tuning in to Real STL News. You're listening to the voice of Sister Felicia. And we're here gathering. I'm just going to raise my camera. We're gathering to walk a march in reference to peace in the streets of St. Louis. At the same time that we gather here in St. Louis to do the peace march, they're also gathering in East St. Louis. We're gathering on Martin Luther King and Hamilton here. There's still you to come down, join. Hey sister, how you doing? How you doing? Hey brother, how you doing? Good to see y'all.
Hey,
good to see you.
Good to see you.
And again, you're listening to the voice of Sister Felicia. Hey brother.
Coming together.
And so we thank you for tuning in. And again, we're here Martin Luther King and St. This is where the march will begin. We'll walk 1 mile to Friendly Temple Church, where there will be speakers and community resources. So you have time to come out. The march does not start until 7 p.m. Now you can park at Friendly Missionary Baptist Church, and they will shuttle you down to the walk, and then you can walk back to your car. But if you say, you know what, I can't make that march, I can't walk 1 mile, you can start the march off with us, and they have shuttle buses that will take you back to the church, back to your vehicle. snow.
We're gonna walk in the rain. It was raining.
Right. Asking that
we walking for peace. Listen,
we come together in unity.
We come together in unity.
Come
on, peace.
With the African drums in the back?
Yeah, the African drums. Oh, yeah. And it's gonna be more singing.
All right, guys.
Okay, I done had enough.
Bear with me. I'm trying to get through the crowd.
Okay, I can't do that no more.
Salaki.
Go ahead.
What? I'm pretty sure they marching right past the dope heads and the prostitutes.
Oh, that's where they at.
I haven't been to a city where Martin Luther King wasn't full of the dope heads and the prostitution, man.
That's right where they at. You got your hand up?
Concert.
Nice and loud.
So like I was just gonna say about how they were saying that they were out there even with the weather conditions and stuff like that, how it was raining and it was cold, that it's ridiculous that they would still even do that with the weather conditions because they think that the God that they pray to is there with them, you know, and holding them. Like it's ridiculous.
Yes, for real. And this was called. Go ahead, read that. Read some of that article real quick.
Okay.
Read the title.
Okay.
And up under that.
An aggressive call for nonviolence.
This is what they call aggression. You understand? Say no word near aggression. You understand? Guess what? Black folks need aggression to get fixed.
Right.
Black folks, and we got all the aggression the Negro need in the ISUPK.
That's right.
Under Command and General Yohana.
That's right.
We are aggressive, not your goddamn Christian preacher. You understand? A man has to have, in order to help fix your people, in order to even fight for them and save your people, you have to be an aggressive man. And James Clark, who put this damn thing together, he's not aggressive at all. He's a sissy.
Right.
You understand? These Christian pastors that came together in the Peace Be Still coalition, you understand? It's not aggressive. They all sissies.
Right.
You understand? You had your hand up?
Concert. So like I'm just reading an email because you know that the organization that James Clark worked for is owned by a Hamite. Mm-hmm. So that's why they got the African drums. That's why they accumulate his culture into ours and mixing it. But what it's saying is that they thought it was remarkable and that it was most remarkable anti-gun violence rallies in St. Louis. Peace Be Still. And what made this rally and march so different, unlike anything I've seen, is that it occurred in the cold and rain. Now, it was killings and an officer involved shooting right after that. If you go on real STL News, it was all type of stuff happening right after that, the day after that, and the day after that, in the cold and in all of that.
I already said there's going to be shootings during the goddamn march.
Right.
I said that. It's going to go down right at the damn march, and it did. You understand? And they think that this is so amazing because you had 50 goddamn cop cars escorting you down the goddamn street.
Right.
And here you are boasting about you going in the hood at night. They did it at night, 7 o'clock at night when it's dark. But you know when the police came, all the crackheads just went on the next block.
Right.
All the prostitutes went on the. I'm sitting there watching them.
Right.
I'm watching them as they all forming, and I'm seeing all the goddamn prostitutes. Cause I shot a little video, a little smaller clip, and I couldn't even take it that long. Cause I'm sitting there looking at all of the goofy smiles on my people's faces because they thinking that they doing something, they're accomplishing something by marching down the goddamn street. You got the police escorting you. Well, guess what? We go over there on our own because Commander General Hunter sent us out there, and we ain't like your preacher. We ain't no bunch of bitches.
Right.
So we go out there and feed the people. You understand? We over, what's that alley over on Holdemont Trail? We hit them alleys where our people getting high and ain't ate in weeks and go over there and feed them brothers and them sisters.
Right.
But your preacher, you'll never find them nowhere around there.
So
you understand? Go ahead.
They running the people off you're supposed to be helping.
Exactly.
If the cops come and they scatter like roaches, ain't nobody trying to stick around for that.
Exactly.
So all you did was just you basically just did a march to uphold yourself and make yourself look like you're doing something in the community. So somebody can repeat your name on a piece of paper or in the news or on a radio info. But you know, other than that, all you doing is running people off, man.
That's all they did. Go ahead.
So like what you said about them just running them to the next block, that's true. And on top of that, they not only running them away, but they are turning down the vacant houses that the prostitutes are living in, talking about a clean sweep. All they get ready to do is get ready for the white man to take over our neighborhood because none of these churches on all of Martin Luther King have put 2 cents together to rebuild it and make it look like nothing. You got Friendly Temple that build the small little off branches of his church, but ain't did nothing because the crackheads is still around. The prostitutions is still around. They all working around his part of the neck of the woods.
You know what they did do? They did something. They came up with a program called From the Porch to the Pulpit, to where they turn around and they come out to your porch and ask you, what's wrong in your household? Nigga, crack, heroin, molestation, you understand? Broke, every goddamn, the hell you mean what's wrong? Nigga, you preach right across the goddamn street.
You can't see.
What you mean? You pull up in your goddamn fancy ass car, your suit, and you see your people out there, what they suffering, what they going through. And the program was supposed to bring them to the pulpit, bring them to the church. That's what he did. That's all they did. But do they offer any of them brothers and sisters any help? No. They say, come to our church. Commander Junior Hunter sent us out there and get them people what they need.
Right.
They ask for something, we go get it.
Right.
We come out there and find out what they need, we go get it.
Right.
You understand? That's what happens. Go ahead, Sister Johanna.
Yes, several pastors have told me, when I was still in the Christian church, several pastors have told me that the Father has not given them instruction to go out and do anything for the people.
I know.
Like it don't say that in the Bible.
I know. Exactly. It says it all over the Bible.
They try to use the scripture, the poor will have with us always, as a crutch.
As a who?
As a weapon. To solidify that the Father ain't told them to go
Yeah, we always gonna have the poor. That mean help. That's what the hell that means. It's always gonna be poor. In that same scripture, it says to help them.
Right.
You understand? Give them the stuff that they need. Right. Don't overlook them. Don't step over them. You understand? Because they are poor and because they are on drugs, I want to see them off the goddamn drugs.
Right.
You understand? I want to see them to where they doing good and not getting high because they so goddamn oppressed. If we turn around and come together, we can beat this oppression.
Yeah.
You understand? Straight up. Because guess what? I got in here, man, my whole life changed. You understand? My whole goddamn life changed once I got into this school. And people just hate to hear us talk about Commander Junior Hunter. But guess what? That's one man I owe my life to, other than Christ. You understand? Because if it wasn't for him holding it down, you understand? Where would I be at?
Right.
I'd be in a fake Israelite group. You understand? I'd be in a Christian church. Had he not held it down. You understand? So why is these Negroes so mad? Hey, nigga, join us. You understand?
Right.
It's amazing in her.
Right.
You understand? I absolutely love it.
Right.
We ain't selling drugs. We ain't getting high. We ain't got the police pulling us over and flagging us and giving us tickets and running us in and all. We ain't going through that.
Right.
Why? Because we keep all of God's law. The Bible says you do no evil thing, no evil shall come unto you.
Right.
Real simple. Don't disobey the Lord. But you do it because you go to church and they pull scriptures like you said, sis, that, oh no, always gonna be the poor. Forget them. That's basically what he was saying. Always gonna be poor people, man. Everybody worried about them. They don't give a damn about their people. No type of way. You understand? So yeah, I can imagine. Go ahead.
Well, what I was just gonna say, the way they're doing things, they're doing that and saying, well, yeah, don't worry about them being poor. Just don't make sure I'm not poor.
Exactly.
Just make sure my collection plate stay full.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna go from the pulpit to the porch and see if you got a couple dollars you can throw in this collection.
Exactly.
Right. Because you ain't about to give me no help. You about to come over here and invite me to your church.
So I put
come
some
over
money
here
in
and be a testimony and come and stand up in front of everybody. And when you get through talking,
make sure you get that collection plate around on that side.
Yep, right,
You
right,
understand?
right.
That's all they trying to do, man.
That's all. That's all. Like TD Jakes turn around, he don't have a collection plate. He got whole rolling trash cans. He got whole rolling. You can look it up. You turn around his service, they come out with the rolling trash cans and they fill them things up and put big master padlocks on them. And you got guns and everything else, making sure you don't walk back in the vault and they put that shit up. That's what they do at his church. Go ahead, Channel.
Concerts like it to comment on the pulpits to porches. They also started something where they do job fairs in the churches, thinking that that's gonna pull the black people into the churches. Niggas hate church, so they not gonna go for no job fair. They probably go for Easter, but they not gonna go for nothing else. And that's sad because that's the only time that they do go, but they hate it.
Real.
That's a new suit and gold chain. Of course they going on Easter now.
Right, exactly. They think that's the day when Christ rose, but that ain't. No, it's not.
Right.
You understand? It's oh my God, that nonsense is so silly. But yeah, man. I mean, we're gonna end up pulling some scriptures on that. Yeah, Con, keep reading that. Read a little more.
Con. An aggressive call for nonviolence. Coalition plans marches for peace on MLK Boulevards in St. Louis and East St. Louis.
Okay, let me show you how stupid these Christians are and how idiotic their religion is. Because if you actually serve the Lord, if you actually follow Christ, then you would know that the Bible says, give me that scripture out.
This is Matthew 10, verse 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
Read that again.
Think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
Read that one more time.
Think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
Then why is the Peace Be Still coalition going around putting together, in fact, they called it, this was a silent march. That's what they called it. It's called several different things. It's called the Peace Be Still coalition. It's called the Silence to Violence. It's called something else. Nigga, that's your goddamn problem. You got your mouth closed. Right. You ain't saying nothing.
Right.
And James Clark himself has said another time, because he does like gun, what they call it? He had another one that he do to end gun violence. He do a march for that too. Yes, what is it?
So like it's put the guns down.
Yeah, put the guns down. Okay, he do another march for that. He told the young brother himself, he told him, he said, man, look, I did a lot of things out here in these streets. He said, and I messed them up. He said, well, guess what? It's gonna take you. You gonna have to fix it. I said, God damn.
He charged
the young man. We supposed to be teaching them right.
Right.
We supposed to be leading and guiding him properly. And you gonna tell the young man that he gotta fix the goddamn problem? No, nigga, it's your problem to fix.
Right.
You messed up the streets, you fix it.
Right.
But like I said, James Clark is a goddamn sissy, man, just like any other Christian preacher. I don't think preacher, but still, he's a sissy, just like he was. Here, go ahead.
So like he is, and what I was gonna say that it was over 30 so-called pastors out there doing that march. And James Clark, what he said one time, oh, this wasn't my plan, but God just moved me into this direction and moved him to minister and do these different type things. So they done made him into their preacher.
Yeah,
he's already a spokesman. But
every sissy said wasn't they plan to sleep with the choir director. You understand? But they just so happen to have sex with him every time before he get up there and direct the choir. You understand? Yeah, they always blaming something on God. Man, God ain't told you fools to do that. Right. You understand? Christ, these letters are in red. This is out of Christ's very own mouth. Christ said, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. So if Christ ain't saying, he's not coming to bring peace on earth, then why in the hell are we having peace be still marches?
Right.
Why are we having silence to violence marches? Why is it an aggressive call for non-violence when it's not aggressive? Matter of fact, the Christian church is the reason why Martin Luther King is the way that it is. Is it not a coincidence that this dude is a Christian preacher? He taught you how to march. He taught you how to get your head beat in by police. Man, our people went through so much back then, and black people really think that they was making some kind of stride towards something. Well, no, you just gonna end up in the hospital because they're going to hit you with that hose. They're going to hit you with that pepper spray and that gas. They're going to hit you with the billy club. Right. They're going to turn around and blow up little kids on buses. Like, that's terrible. Like, you mean to tell me that y'all couldn't stop that? You willing to sacrifice some little kids? And not only that, Martin Luther King let over 100 something kids go out and march. And do you know what happened to them kids? From the ages of, I think it was 16 on down, they turned around and got beat. They got hosed. They had dogs sick on them. I got the book to where it's got the picture of, and it said in the goddamn book, it says the dog is literally ripping the flesh off of this kid, man. I believe the kid was like 14 years old. And he out there marching because Martin Luther King said, this is the way to freedom. And he's getting his flesh ate off of him by a goddamn dog. Now you mean to tell me that these the people that you want to go to church with? You want to listen to anything that they got to say? Like, I mean, come on, man. When they tell me something, I take it with a grain of salt. I got to check it first. You understand? Right. I'm not just, Jesus loved me and you? Yeah, sounds right. No, not at all. Right. How could Christ love a goddamn murderer, man? How could Christ love the people that turn around and sick dogs on little kids? This is his people. It's Christ's people. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians is Christ's people. You understand? How could Christ love these people when they turn around and they had Christ in captivity? Right. Christ was in captivity up under the Romans. And then look at what happened to his people after that. Now we are in captivity under the Americans. And look at what happened to, man, our women been getting raped since the ship. That nasty bastard, like, how do you even, the sister ain't had a bath in, I don't know how long it takes. How long it take us to get a year? Yeah, a year and a half to get over here. And she ain't had a bath in that long. And do you know that they call it, you know where sisters get wench from? They get it from the white man. That's what they called the sisters back in slavery, a bed wench. Right. That's where the sisters get, wench. That's where we get that from. You understand? That's where we get that from. You mean to tell me that Christ loved them? Christ came to save them? Right. God loved these people? Right. And they've done nothing but evil to us and on the earth. And then here we go, we gonna march for peace. Read that again, huh? If your Christian pastor was truly about the Bible, if he was really about Christ, if he really loved God like what he said, then he would do what God said in the Bible. He would follow Christ because God spoke from the heaven and said, this is my beloved son. Hear ye him, meaning follow Christ. Right. Do what Christ say do. Christ ain't say get out here and march for no fucking freedom, man. Right. It's not going to work. You're not going to get free. Look, we've been doing it for over 100 years. Right. This marks the 105th year that niggas have been marching. Right. And what has it gotten us? I mean, anything. Can we name anything that has gotten us? Do you know that ridiculous group that you referred me to? Goddamn opinion, whatever, unpopular opinion group. God. They was talking about voting in there. God. And do you know you still got dumb Negroes talking about voting does work? When voting does not work.
That's insanity. It's insanity. That's what they say.
It does not work. It ain't, why you got to vote for a person to treat you right? Why does that have to be voted upon when you're supposed to treat people like you would yourself? God. The white man don't treat none of us like he would himself. He blow our brains out. You understand? He lock us up in jail. Right. Turn around, God. You know how many, but now brothers ain't supposed to be selling weed or smoking weed. But do you know how many brothers is in prison for selling weed? And now the white man is boasting and bragging on. I just looked at a video that I can't wait to bring that out on the next drug episode we got. Right. He has a whole a big, gigantic nigga emporium of a goddamn dispensary.
Good night.
I'm talking about they got everything. Well, they got memorabilia, they got glasses and hats and cups and shirts. They got this flavor weed, that flavor weed, chocolate, and raspberry and he got the weed up in there. He got weed up in there. And I'm talking about boasting, bragging about how this is the place to be. You know how much money he said he gonna make by 2000, I think it's 25. He said he gonna be made over $20 billion on selling weed.
Nice.
That's what he said. Just in a few short years, he's going to be made at least $20 billion, he said. Just off selling bud. And you know who's gonna be buying it? Dumbass Negroes.
Salaki, if I
go ahead.
That just shows you how Negroes, this spirit that we try to live under, being dope dealers, murderers, gangsters,
right?
That is not us. We're trying to mimic somebody, and we just can't get it, man. Like he said, in 5 years, he's gonna be made, nevertheless, 20. He said billions. Yeah. Niggas can't make hundreds. You give a Negro some money talking about he gonna go flip it. He gonna come back broke, high, and ain't gonna know where the money went. And not even that, just and then when we claim to be gangsters and we killers and murderers and all that, we go kill somebody, go around the corner and get caught. The white man stay free forever after he murdered 37 people. They got to catch him when he old in a wheelchair and try to persecute him. Our people need to understand we need to stop trying to mimic the so-called oppressor, the so-called white man, man. You understand? That's not our spirit. Like really, our spirit is to love, man. Our spirit is that's why the Lord calls us a peculiar people, because our spirit is to love and be comfortable and to get along with people, man. But we like to get along with the wrong damn people, man. We like to be around the wrong damn company. You know, like your daddy used to tell you, listen, that's bad company, don't hang around them. For some odd reason, even when we get in 20s, 30s, 40s, we can't see past the fact somebody laughed and kikied in your face or said something nice to you when you walked in, to the point where we want to be cool and friendly with them because, I work with them. I don't trust none of them devils I work with. Right. You understand? I could go to work with him. He could sit at the lunch table. We could have a nice conversation and all. When I leave there, I don't trust him. Right. You understand? Right. When I'm there, I don't trust him because I know, like you said at your speaking in camp, he in the office telling right now. Right. You understand? But our people, for some reason, we adapt to every damn body and pick up all of what they have and then become the greatest at it. Like, we try to be the greatest at it, but we fail. We fail tremendously, man. Right. You understand? I don't know what's up with our people, but we're going to have to fix it. We're going to have to get it in order, man. You understand? Marching to beg a devil not to be a devil is definitely not the answer. Right.
John, finish that scripture real quick, and then we're going to go to another. Because there's several scriptures on this.
I came not to send peace, but a sword.
Christ said, I came not to send peace, but a sword. So if your pastor really followed Christ, then he be preparing for war.
Right.
You understand? But guess what? We prepare for war in the ISUPK.
Right.
You understand? We are prepared for our King's return. The Christian church don't want Christ to return. Right. That's why they teach you can eat whatever you want. You can sleep with whoever you want to sleep with. You can be gay. You can be lesbian. You can do whatever thing you want. And God loves you. Right. Jesus died for your sins. Christ ain't died for you to continue to sin.
Right.
Christ died so that you would stop and that you would return to the Lord. That's what Christ died for. You understand? Give me that in Ecclesiastes. I think that's 12 and 10.
Ecclesiastes.
12, 10, and 11. You got it in your book?
I got it, sir.
Yeah. All right, most high Christ. You find that article yet up?
Ecclesiastes.
One second.
Kyle pleads guilty to shooting a woman in a restaurant?
No, shooting partner in Russian roulette.
Got it.
Yeah, Kyle, go ahead.
Chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy.
Say it again.
Never trust thine enemy.
Now, you know, black folks got a saying up there that's so stupid. You understand? It says that I keep my enemies close. Right. The Lord said never to trust you. Why you got your enemies so close to you?
Right.
You understand? Why do you want to be so close to a people that's your enemy? A person that's your enemy is not your friend. Right. They not finna do right by you.
Right.
You understand? The Bible says that these people are our enemies.
Right.
And the Lord said to do what?
Never trust thine enemy.
Never trust thine enemy, man. What are you doing trusting white people? Let me tell you something. When they come and have to fix my gas or electric or something, I don't trust them.
Right.
You understand? I'll be having that thing on my hip and
Right.
walking him around with, oh, I got to go in. I'll take you.
Right.
You understand? Oh, I got to go check this. Oh, I'll take you. You
Right.
understand? You ain't going to be going around my goddamn house.
Right.
You understand? You was the greatest murderer, thief, rapist, robber, every damn thing to live ever. You think I'm gonna let you walk around my goddamn house? I got my kids, one of my kids come up and say, wait a minute, I know I had 9 babies. Now I only got 7. Where 2 of them go?
Right.
No, that ain't gonna happen up in my house.
Right.
You understand? I got 2 babies missing. That ain't gonna happen. Then the goddamn the Cleve man gone. You know what I'm saying? The Spire man gone out front now.
Right.
You know what I mean? That ain't gonna happen. You understand? Go keep reading up.
For like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
Just like iron rust, you understand? You eventually gonna be able to see right through that iron. And why can't Negroes see right through white people, man? Right. You understand? This is our enemy. This is the Lord talking about white people. They ain't talking about no actual iron or no rust and all that. This is talking about a people that hates another people.
Right.
And those people that actually hate the other people is white people hate black people all goddamn day long. If they didn't, they wouldn't treat us the way that they do. They wouldn't have to go and do like what you said yesterday with Fayal, go vote to turn around and treat black people right. You talk about all lives, but well, show me my life matter to me then. Don't blow my goddamn brains out then if my life matter to you. Don't kill my brothers and my sisters if our life matter. If all lives matter, then that means, guess what? You ain't gonna be blowing nobody's goddamn brains out.
Right. Right.
If all lives matter, right?
Right.
But it don't. All lives only matter when that ridiculous group say Black Lives Matter.
Right.
And I ain't with that movement either. You understand? That movement was started by a bunch of lesbians. You understand? And that movement is not about bringing us together as a people.
That's right.
None of them movements are. The only thing that's going to bring black people together is the one body of Christ, man.
That's right.
And that's the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commanding General Yohanan.
That's right.
It ain't happening nowhere else. This is where black people are coming together most successfully at. Not in your Christian church. Because you saw them happy faces. Right. You understand? On this goddamn thing. That's not even what's in the Bible.
Right.
That's not. I'm going to show you what the scriptures say. You know what I mean? God. But her Lord said, never trust your enemy. And all they doing in the marches is begging to be one with them. Right. You understand? Right. That's all the civil rights movement was about. Was about, hey, I am a man. I am equal to you. When the Lord said that we are way above everybody on this planet. Right. So what in the hell is this equal to you thing about? Right. When God said that we greater than you. Right. You understand? It's even in the Bible. Even though blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians have done the things that we have done, that you'll never find the Lord's name nowhere else in no other nation, man. That's right. You ain't gonna find his name in white people. Now, white people don't represent the Lord like what you think. You think that the white man is God, but he ain't. Right. You understand? Look at what he does. Look at what he does. And you think that this dude is God. God. You think that this dude is the one that's going to save you. Right. You understand? Come on, man. You got to be stupid. Keep reading now.
Verse 11. Though he humble himself.
Though he humble himself. White people act like they, man, look, what was the name of that movie Denzel played on? The most recent one he did with the when he ended up dying at the end, the sister, and him and his son playing baseball. What's the name of that movie?
John Q. Salakia?
No, not John Q. His son's playing baseball, but he was in the yard playing ball, teaching them how to play baseball. Go ahead. Fences, yeah, that's it. On Fences, he talked about how the slick damn furniture salesman came in and ripped him off, and he was steady paying for that furniture. How many years he say? He been paying for it. He said like he had another 10 goddamn years. He had a long time to pay for a furniture set out. God. You understand? When the shit ain't made out of nothing, man. Right. You understand? They get the cheapest wood, they get the thinnest wood they can find.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The cheapest goddamn cotton, don't put that much in there. The damn seats is hard now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no more cushion, ain't no plush in no damn seat no more.
Right.
You understand? The stuff is gonna wear out in about a goddamn year anyway.
Right.
And he turned around and that brother, I got this brother paying for his damn furniture for years, man.
God.
Damn, I want to say about 20 years. I want to say about 20 years he was complaining about. You know what I mean? Like, come on, read that again.
Though he humbled himself.
And come in your house and say, hey, man, hey, I got some nice furniture for you.
Right.
Man, this stuff is going to last you 20 years as long as you pay for it. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's going to last you the whole time. You know what I'm saying? You got the order? You got the order? Okay, hold it for me. Go ahead. Go ahead, Raphael.
Kyle, I wanted to say something, because like that devil, like to go with that scripture, that devil at camp yesterday tried to shake a bond hand when he heard me talking about how the white man is it's the devil. God. He want to go up and try to act like he loves black people. Not me. That's like I'm different.
And Salaki, did you see him hug and damn the tongue kiss that Negro down at the bus stop just a little bit? Oh man, he found him one. And he went down there. Obama pointed out, he said, look, I turned around and looked, and he over there, they slapping, and they clap five, and they shaking and hugging, and damn near kissed each other. Straight up. Damn near kissed each other. But you ain't get no shakes out of us. Go ahead.
Knowing damn well he wouldn't have never done that had he not heard the speaking. He would walk right past us like we was nobody. They had been sitting, y'all didn't know, but they was across the street in that little, garage going up in there. They were standing over there in there. Yeah, they were standing over there in that little garage area, pointing over, and I think they was recording us with their phone. Because I saw them. They made their way over after they got to go in there. The white man's the devil. Yeah. You know, when you hear that, when they hear that, their ears go up in the air. The white man is the devil, not me. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Shot of your future.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn right. So we're going to treat your ass.
Damn right.
Damn right. Let's go ahead and read a little more.
Yet take good heed and beware of him.
Yet do what?
Take good heed and beware of him.
Your preacher ain't teaching you to take heed to the goddamn white people.
Right.
He's telling you to love them.
Right.
He's telling you Christ said to love. This is in the Bible, man. You understand? This ain't coming out your Christian church. He don't tell you to read that again.
And yet take good heed.
Take good heed to your enemies, man. Don't say keep them close. Don't say learn to love them one day because God loved them too. No, God don't.
Right.
God hate them people, man. It's in the Bible.
Right.
It's in the Bible. This ain't nothing I'm saying. The only reason I'm saying it is because it's in the book. You understand? I ain't like your preacher finna make up no whole sermon. You understand about how God love everybody and this and that. Like that preacher did. You see that brother would come up there and going to turn around. Man, God love everybody. Okay, I got to go now. Right. I said, no, don't go. Stay.
No, I really got to go.
Stay so we can get, okay, he really had to go. He sure did. Yeah, I told him, I said, brother, you ain't got to go so fast. Oh, no, I got to go. I got to get out. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And he was standing there talking to me for
about 10, 15 minutes. Exactly.
He didn't say nothing about catching no buzz.
None of that.
He didn't say he had to go. So I was like, all right, well, you want this question addressed because he wanted it out of the Bible. And I'm like, it's in the Bible that the Lord only loves Israel. And he kept saying that the Lord loves everybody. So I'm like, all right, bring your question up to Cap. He come up there, ask you the question. Now all of a sudden he gotta
go quick,
like that.
So like, he tried to put it on you. I was talking to him.
Right.
I said, that's just like a Christian. They like to kick it out there, shove it off on somebody else. But then when he ran out, hey, but you know that's how the Lord works. We get that running into you at the store.
Right.
And you gotta look us dead smack in the face.
Right.
After running off like that, did you see the shame on his face?
Right.
He heard that breakdown getting on that bus. He tried to run, but he heard that breakdown. He had shame on his face when he ran
on
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Go ahead and read it. Like I said, your preacher ain't telling you what's actually in the Bible.
That's right.
You understand? There are things put in place in this Bible that the Lord gave us that will keep us safe.
Right.
Mainly his laws, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
And then these other scriptures like this, that if you have some goddamn sense, that just don't make sense, man, to turn around and love a people that don't love you.
Right.
You understand? Like when it comes to a marriage, a black woman and a black man will say, well, hey, they had a song about it. It's all good loving somebody when somebody love you back.
Right.
White people ain't never showed us no love, man.
Right.
And they never will. Now here we are dying to love these people. You hear me? We straight dying to love them. And they don't love us at all. Not one bit, not an inch, not an inkling, not a pound. You understand? Not a nothing. They don't love us none. And here we are, like I said, your preacher is making a peace walk, a peace march in remembrance of Dr. Martin Luther King and what he put together. That's what it's all about. And man, I remember when Commander Junior Hunter said that he said that all Christian pastors mimic Martin Luther King.
That's right.
They all end up eventually trying to talk like him, trying to preach like him. Right. Your boy, what's his damn name? The one that went out there in Baltimore, the one that said these hoes ain't loyal in his church. Man, what's his name? Look that up for me. The one that Brian, Jamal Bryant. Okay, he said, "Oh, these hoes ain't loyal." Now, first off, preachers ain't supposed to talk like that.
God.
But then the church go wild, they clapping and everything. No, Pastor Bryant went wild, sleeping with that little 15-year-old girl that got her pregnant. Right. You understand? Go ahead.
And as soon as we say the white man is the devil, or we have a little bit of aggression, they say, "Oh, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all supposed to be priests and prophets of the Lord." But here he talking about hoes ain't loyal.
Oh, exactly. And not only that, he molested a child and got her pregnant and had a baby by her. And guess what? He's still preaching. And when he went out there to that Baltimore incident with Freddie Gray, he turned around and went out there preaching and sound like Martin Luther the damn King Jr. That's what he sound like, man. Right. All them preachers end up mocking him, goddamn Martin Luther King, man. God. You understand? All of them trying to be the next top goddamn preacher. Right. Keep reading now.
Come. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass.
You're going to be like to him as if you wiped a looking glass like a mirror. Right. You understand? Keep going. They don't have...
And thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away.
You're going to turn around and know that rust ain't... Because just think about it. When you wipe a mirror, it's foggy. You turn around, it comes clear. God. You understand? But then what you eventually going to see is some streaks in that damn thing. God. It ain't wiped all the way. You understand? God. He turn around and talk to you like he actually love you and like you, but his rust ain't wiped away. God. You understand? It ain't going nowhere. It's still the same as it was hundreds of years ago, thousands of years ago. You understand? The white man ain't changed. He was the same devil in the goddamn garden back then. He's the same devil right now today in the city of St. Louis. Right. He's the same goddamn devil, man. And when are our people going to turn around and realize this? Go back, read a little bit of that article. Read that. Was that in the scripture?
Yeah,
okay.
On Monday, February 24th, the Peace Be Still Coalition will hold two parallel marches in St. Louis and East St. Louis to kick off a week of advocacy for peace.
A week of advocacy for peace. And they really think that this is going to bring peace. Why? The Christian church has been saying, peace be still since I was a little boy. Right. I ain't seen no peace, nothing be still since I was a kid. Right. My grandmother had been taking me to church. I was her little baby. I was her little cute little girl. She used to call me, or my mama had to bring me over to my grandma, and she had to take me to church every goddamn week. Right. Since I was 2 years old, I was into my grandma had me in church every goddamn week. And I ain't been seeing all her kids is crackheads and drug dealers and whores. What about the peace being still in your goddamn house, Grandma? Right. You understand? Why didn't peace be still work in your house? Why didn't peace be still work for the rest of the family that's on crack and it's on drugs? You understand? Because guess what? Peace ain't gonna be still.
Right.
That mumbo jumbo, that hocus pocus in their Christian church does not work.
Right.
When is peace gonna be still, man? Huh? How long have we been talking about peace? And when he got it, now they made a whole new coalition and still ain't no peace. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. When are we gonna stop being so goddamn stupid? Read a little more.
Come. Each march will be held on the city's respective Martin Luther King Boulevard. Both marches will occur at night.
They're gonna occur at night. Like they really made a major move by doing it at night.
Right.
When they run crack all goddamn day.
Right.
It don't stop. Crack go all day and all night. Prostitution don't stop because it's damn daytime.
Right.
Man, you ride up Martin Luther King, you'll see them goddamn prostitutes when they hear a car go, ooh, you'll see them stick their goddamn head out from the side of the building. Right. They come jump up out of nowhere.
Right.
Just that it don't stop. So what the hell is occurring at night matter? When it happens all day long.
Right.
And these cowards ain't addressing it at all. They went with the police. They had to have the police escort them a mile down through the hood. You's a bitch.
Right.
James Clark is a bitch. The pastor at Friendly Temple's a bitch. Whatever other preacher out there is a bitch. You scared of your own goddamn people.
Right.
I ain't scared of my people, man. Guess if I die that night, I just die that day.
Right.
You understand? But I guess I'm gonna die trying to save your motherfucking life, man.
Right.
That's what I'm gonna die doing, man. You understand? I don't give a goddamn about the night, the guns, all of that. Man, we done been over there feeding them. They shooting their goddamn thing. Everything we're fighting out. Right. They right over there shooting while we giving them food and drinks and every goddamn thing else.
Right.
You understand? We ain't scared of that, man. But church had plenty of cop cars. You saw the blue lights before you saw the people.
Right.
As I was pulling up, I saw the blue. I said, God, they got the police out here. You understand? They got the police out here. I saw the lights way down the goddamn hill, man. Straight up. The police was posted up all up and down Martin Luther King. All from the church that they was going to stop at all the way up to Hamilton.
Good night.
They was posted on both sides of the street. Blocked off the streets. You understand? So the people, of course, could march back.
Salaki,
Go ahead.
They got it looking like a warrant check. They about to
Man.
start running up.
Hey, that probably happened too late.
Yeah,
hey, come on now. Come on.
Right.
You know that happened too. Soon as it was done, as soon as they were done walking, they start pulling them over as they was going to their car.
Right.
You understand? Because they know some of them Negroes got warrants.
Right.
You understand?
Might as well capitalize on the situation.
Come on, man. You know they do. You know they do. Keep reading. Read a little more. Just read that first page.
Okay. A coalition of community-based organizations, churches, nightclub owners, barbers, rappers, singers, former gang members, and drug dealers
What a joke.
have banded together to call for a week of peace.
What a joke. Just a week. Just a week. That's all your bitch ass got is just a week.
Right.
Come on, man. This is not a joke to you. Is this not laughable to you? They call for a week of peace. And guess what? After that week, what they gonna be doing?
Back at it.
Back in the church? Singing and dancing?
God.
You understand? That's all they doing, man. This junk is for show for them.
Right.
We actually love, Commander Juliana actually love black people, Hispanic people, and Native Indian people. Look at what he does for them. First, he teaches them the truth. You understand? Commander Juliana told me, he said, I would never let you go out there and march. That's why we don't do it.
Right.
Because what? Guess what? That's not the way.
Right.
That's not gonna solve nothing. Marching ain't finna fix no thing at all.
Right.
It's not gonna help. It ain't gonna do nothing but make your goddamn feet fat.
And so
You understand? You gonna have some swole calves. You gonna be able to lift up a truck with them calves.
Exactly. It's the way of a slave.
It's the way of a slave.
When you're not a free man, you beg.
Mm-hmm.
You beg, you get on your knees and beg. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta beg for food. You gotta beg for freedom. You gotta beg for privilege. When you're a free man, you stand there with a straight back, with strength in your back, man, and you do what you need to do. You understand? You don't go and beg the oppressor, man.
Start right here.
You understand?
Damn right.
To be a slave.
Hold on one second.
Okay.
Now I just want to play a little clip of this to where you can hear it.
We'll walk. I'm sorry, 1 mile to
You hear the sing.
Friendly Temple
You hear the
Church,
music, right?
where there will be speakers.
They singing. Sound like Yolanda Adams out there. You're she alone. Okay. Shirley Caesar out there with them. Right. They out there singing.
Tomatoes.
Right. Hey, boy, you sitting there. Hey, she broke that down. Right. Ham. You want to goddamn ham. What you talking about? Go ahead, start reading it. This out the book of To Be a Slave, man.
To be a slave.
Because what you brought out is absolutely heavy. You understand? This is the way to be a slave.
Right.
Marching is the way of a slave. You understand? And this book is for the telling. Go ahead, keep reading.
To be a slave. To be a slave was to be a human being under conditions in which that humanity was denied.
Okay, stop right there. Skip down to the second part. We're going to the second paragraph.
Kawakan. They who were held as slaves looked upon themselves.
No, right there.
Right here?
Nope. Down.
Right.
Down.
Right.
Yeah, at that. Start right there. So we can get to the point on this.
Okay, Kawakan, sir. They who were held as slaves looked upon themselves and the servitude in which they found themselves with the eyes and minds of human beings.
They thought of themselves as human beings. You understand? This is what our ancestors thought of themselves, right? They said, "No, we human beings. We ain't just no slaves." Keep reading.
Cautious of everything that happened to them.
I'll read that again.
Cautious. So like.
Should be conscientious, right?
Nah.
Conscious.
No, I said conscious.
Conscious. Okay, you said cautious.
I'm sorry.
No sweat. We get it right.
Conscious of everything that happened to them.
They was conscious of everything that was going on. They absolutely hated slavery. Guess what? You slaves nowadays love it.
Right.
You love the slave. You'd rather be here. Keep going.
Conscious of all that went on around them.
Mm-hmm.
Yet slaves are often pictured as little more than dumb.
Guess what? That's what they thought about us. We're just a little more than dumb. You're building up this place. You're dumb, but you're just a little bit more than that. You are building all of my buildings.
Right.
You're breastfeeding my kid. The black woman was breastfeeding white babies.
Right.
We were starving while the black woman got to suckle these two big alien head white kids.
Right.
On two of them, one of them on each damn breast. You understand? But we're just a little more than dumb. Because you had to suckle my babies now. White woman wasn't doing it. She too busy sleeping with the other masters. Right. You understand? She too busy being a whore on her goddamn husband to be taking care of her kids. Keep reading.
Brute animals.
Brute animals. That's all we are to them. Is brute animals. Keep going.
Whose soul attributes.
Pay attention to this.
Whose soul attributes were found in working, singing.
And what?
Singing.
And what?
Singing.
Working, singing. This is what you just heard in the damn Peace Be Still voice.
Right.
And they called it a what? A glorious event. Because you started it off with the singing. They got to see, that's the church. They got to condition you first.
Right.
They got to put you in the mood of Christianity.
Right.
And Christianity is all about a song and a dance. It's all about singing. But we gotta put you in the mood, man. You understand? Come on, man. I can't get that money out your pocket. Oh yeah. Then we gotta throw a little flavor. Oh yeah. You understand? Gotta put a little goddamn me soul with it. Oh yeah. You know what I mean? Straight food to people, man. You got to, how else they gonna get your money?
God.
Them lives don't work without that music. All that go together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The lie ain't gonna work without the music. The music ain't work without the lie. Right. You understand? Yeah, what the hell, nigga, you got knocked down and got back up? You understand? We still down.
Right.
We are still down. We ain't got up. The only somebody up is the goddamn preacher. Right. That's the only somebody up. But all them silly black people that was out there marching, they ain't up.
God.
You understand? Come on, man. Get out of here. Go ahead. Keep reading.
And dancing.
And that's all. That's all we worth to them. You can drop that, man. That's all I want to point out. That's all white people say our sole attribute is to them is they entertain it, man.
Right.
Singing and dancing. That's the way of a slave. This is why they started the damn march off with the singing.
Right.
Man, I heard it down the street. I said, I can't go over there. I can't do it, man. You understand? You know, gospel music is voodoo.
God.
Gospel music casts spells on our people.
God.
That music got you thinking that you are the lover of the Savior. You know what I'm saying? You married to Jesus. And y'all think y'all in a personal goddamn relationship. You understand? You turn around and get to singing them songs. Get to rubbing and hugging your damn sister. How do you doing that in church?
So, hey, so
like, what are you rubbing on?
It gotta be witchcraft or something, voodoo or something, when you got a grown man flopped out on the floor like he's swimming in the sea. Right. He flopping around like a fish out of water. It gotta be voodoo.
Hey, gotta be, man.
And then you gonna go home and try to command and demand your house. No wonder your woman got you sitting in the corner and you can't use her car and she ain't cooking nobody but pastor herself.
No wonder your woman sleeping with the pastor. Exactly. You understand? Come on, man. You understand? Like, that stuff is ridiculous, huh? You know what I mean? This stuff is nonsense. Marching is not going to get us free. But guess what? Serving the Lord will.
That's right.
You understand? Keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments will. That's how we gonna get free, man. We have to return to the Lord. We have to do the thing that we don't want to do. Black people was willing to do 99.9999999 things on everything else. But that one thing that we supposed to be doing, which is serve the Lord, we just won't do. We refuse.
Right.
You understand? We're gonna peace walk. It's gonna be something else next. What it was, a gun, drop the gun, whatever it is, drop the gun. He just come more and more and more. They gonna do nothing but just naming something else.
Slogans. Huh? That's all that catchy slogans.
Exactly. Drop the guns. You know,
next is gonna be hands up, don't shoot.
It's gonna be no fun with guns. Right. It's gonna be something like that. Then it's gonna be the peace walk. You know, it was already the what is the peace be still walk.
Right.
And then it's gonna be the peace better be still walk. And then it's gonna be the peace I wish it be still walk.
Right.
Then it's gonna peace come on when you gonna be still walk. You understand? Come on, man. They don't keep doing nothing, but just keep remixing it, man, like they are killing something. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna keep remixing. That's all they doing. And nothing is going to happen and change for the betterment and the conditions of our people. God. It's not going to happen. We're gonna still be just as low, because guess what they're doing around the community? Guess what they're doing? They turn around and they knocking us out the box, getting us out of our houses,
God.
Turn them down. You understand?
God.
Turn them down so they can be white people. You understand? Go ahead.
Just like that old white couple that just moved in a few months ago over here around the corner talking about they feel right at home. They left a 7-story house to come over here and in the hood. I'm talking about houses look vacant.
Hey, so like
talking about it look good. Oh, you know, it look good when the house just a vacant house that they just put together, but they left a 7-story house, about 11 bedrooms on the entire road. You left South St. Louis to come over here with us.
So like
they know what they do.
Gentrification. You remember Commander Junior Hunter broke that out. He said that they was going to start to move in amongst us and try to live amongst us. You understand?
I be seeing them walking their little poodles early in the morning. You understand? Jogging everywhere in the hood. You understand? Guess what? Don't nothing happen to them.
Right.
But I can barely even walk down the goddamn. I can barely walk from my car into this goddamn building when somebody fucking with me.
Good.
Go ahead, Gajana.
Like it. Even this school building, this old school building that they just turned into some lofts. Yeah. You don't see us in there. That's what you talking about. They walking they poodles. They walking they dogs.
I seen one sister in that building. I seen one sister going. It don't even look. I mean, it looked like a straight up project building. When I say project, I mean that they got some type of project going on the inside. Right. Not like the hood project. They got something going on in that building because it ain't nothing but devils, ham, you understand, Africans, and that one sister. That's all I've seen in that building. That's all I've seen. But I don't see no movement in there. I ain't seen no kids come in and out that building. I barely even see them go in and out of it. Right. Go ahead.
Nobody even knew that it was gonna be some lofts coming right there. And like you said, it just looked like a project building because it don't look like it's nothing going on in there, but yet they done turned it into some lofts and some people's is living up in there.
Exactly. I'm telling you, man, look, they know what they doing. They gentrifying the neighborhood. And then where the hell is Negroes gonna go? Where we gonna go when we lose all our houses? When we lose the hood? You understand? Go ahead, sis.
My mom told me when I was a little girl, right when they were closing down Gaslight Square, she said, yeah, they finna move all the white people back to the city and they gonna have all the white people go out to the county.
Absolutely. You understand? That's their goal, is to take back this neighborhood. Because guess what? That's why they building up downtown and the Central West End so tough. All of their entertainment, everything is right here. You understand? It's right here in the city. You know, and they finna build it back up for them. That's why they letting all the buildings dilapidate. That's why they close all of the schools in the area. You understand? You turn around first, you gotta take it where the kids don't have nowhere to go to school. So the people are gonna move on their own or have to get bused somewhere else. And eventually once that landlord, once they make a deal with, you know what I'm saying, the city to buy that property, then you gotta go for sure. You understand? Go ahead, Gachana.
So like they getting ready to have a meeting sometime this week, this month, about the board of education closing down some of the schools in the city.
They finna shut down some more because they already shut down like 21. They shut down over 21 schools in the city, and now they finna shut down some more.
They're getting ready to close down some more. So where are our kids going to go to school at?
Of course. So they're gonna turn around and because you know they get credit. They get 2 credits for so wait a minute. No, it's 1 credit for the male boy, and then they get 2 for the girl. You understand? That's why it's a push. You said that's why it's a push to get females and everything.
Right.
Even on jobs.
Right.
They get more credit. They get more credit when they hire women than they do black men. And you know that's an agenda too. Because guess what? They turn around, if they hire a black man, I only get 1 credit from the government. You get 2. I only get 1 tax break, huh? You get 2 for black women. That's part of it. That's what I'm saying. Right. You only get 1 for the man. God. So why would I hire him when I can hire her and I can get 2? God. I get double the tax break. You understand? Versus just hiring him and get 1. He ain't worth nothing. We ain't worth nothing to white people. You understand? And our kids ain't worth nothing to them either. That's why they shut down the schools. But these are the people that your preachers got us marching and protesting and trying to get along with, trying to be one with, trying to be equal to. This is a monster that you want us to be equal to. You understand? And it's not going to work. Go ahead, Sid.
Yes, they've been pushing for at least 12 years for our, when they started closing the city schools, their push was for our children to be bused to the county. And that's an agenda as well for the pipeline to prison.
Exactly. Absolutely. You damn right it is. Because guess what? Our kids got to get up extra early. You know, we already late in this place. Black people time. We sure enough get up on our own goddamn time and get there our own time. Go ahead, Sid.
The other thing with that is if you busing your children to the county, most people and most parents in the city may not even have a car. So when your child gets in trouble in the county and you can't come get that child, you're gonna be hotline.
Absolutely.
And your child gets taken out of the home.
Absolutely. Oh, they know what they doing. They got it all planned out. But we the only ones that's singing and dancing and peace be still marching. While we sitting here being still and being silent, they oppressing us.
Right.
He ain't shut his mouth not one time, did he? Wow. He ain't closed his hand not one time against and say, you know what? I'm done doing these people like that. I'm gonna stop doing them that way. So while you steady singing and dancing, and marching. You got your sketches on, your feet and your butt got fat. You understand? We're gonna turn around, we're gonna keep getting oppressed by this devil. You know what I mean? And like I said, man, black people, Hispanic people, and Native Indian people, it's time for us to come together. Not in unity like this. That ain't unity.
Right.
A bunch of Negroes, it gets, you know what they doing to each other? They selling drugs to each other, right? Them in the marches. All of your protests be filled with the goddamn, they say X in the article. No, it's drug dealers in the goddamn march. How do I know? Because I know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know them. And they sell drugs to this day, and they are out there marching and protesting, talking about hands up, don't shoot. You understand? Hands up, don't shoot. You know how many sisters that I know that are straight prostitutes, but they are in the marches?
Right.
But you selling your whole, but that's not unity. You understand? You selling your body to men, sleeping with different men, several different baby daddies, go from one Negro to put another Negro out, put somebody else on, and call Tyrone, or whatever else you're doing. And then you turn around, and now you out there watching, talking about hands up, don't shoot, peace be still. When are you going to please be still with that vagina and just let somebody get it?
Right.
When is that thing going to be still? You understand? When is your vagina going to be still? Okay? Yeah, probably half everybody that got there watching has some of that.
Right.
When is that vagina going to be still? And then black men, you got brothers out there sleeping with other men's wives. That's not coming together in unity. You understand? You got going to the club. Ain't no wrong going to the club. That's what you do. You turn around and get drunk, and then you want to take somebody home, and you want to get you a one-night stand. That's not coming together in unity. That stuff is all wrong for the black community.
That's right.
These preachers have been lying to our people for years. And they steady lying. And this sister was excited about people coming together in unity when there's no unity in that. It was just a bunch of sinners standing together finna walk down the street. That's all it was. The real unity is right here in the ISUPK.
That's right.
We don't sell drugs to each other. We don't sleep with other men's wives. We're not going to take advantage of a woman if just because she has that body and I want some of that and I'm going to get some and then I'm going to never be with her anymore. You sleep with a black, Hispanic, and Native Indian woman in here, that's your wife. You have sex with a man in here, that's your husband. Yes, that's unity. You understand? Teaching them the truth. Okay? What's in the Bible. Right. That's unity.
Right.
Not lying to them talking about God love everybody. Because that ain't unity. That's not in the Bible. Teaching them that Jesus Christ died for white. Like, why would he die for white? Who needs it? Everybody is dying at the hands of white people. You understand? Why do he need to die for them? That don't even make sense. You understand? So if blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians truly want to come together in unity, and they really want to turn around and make a change in the black community, they get into the ISUPK under Command and General Yohana.
Right. That's right.
You understand? Not no goddamn peace be still marches. You understand? And that's my time, man. We way over the time. The water for everybody hanging in with it. The water for the sisters making some good food again. Get them sisters a hand. They always in here cooking every class, every radio show. We got something to eat. Now, bring me my plate. The water.